Here's what I learned fast. Some things sell almost instantly, like electronics or brand clothing or cheap clothing, but some other things just require patience. One time I tried to sell a dining room set that wasn't cheap. It got a lot of attention, but almost everyone was lowballing. It was tough to get close to the price I wanted, but after a couple months I finally sold it. Sometimes waiting it out is the smartest move. Also, photos matter. The better the photo, the faster it sells. So don't sleep on it. Try to shoot them during daylight and ensure you have all the right angles. Don't ruin a sale by missing one important shot. Always include every detail about the item, even if it hurts your chances of making more money. What matters most is that the buyer feels informed, not tricked. People respect honesty, and that builds trust that leads to smoother, faster sales. People love to negotiate, even if you're practically giving the item away. It doesn't matter how long you go, someone will still offer less. I was once selling rings at a street market with a friend, super cheap, like 50 cents each, and someone still tried to offer 30 cents, and we took the offer. That's when I learned some people will negotiate everything, even lose change. Let me tell you in a minute about one of the worst attempts at a sale I've had. But first, let me ask you something. Are you checking who are you selling to? Because at first, I didn't really check who I was selling to. So I got ghosted by buyers who agreed to meet, and honestly, it still happens sometimes. But you can lower the chances by checking their profile first. Always meet in a place that's close, but not too close to your home. You don't want random strangers to know your address. I also underprice a lot of things just to get rid of them quickly. So unless you're in a real rush to sell, make sure your prices are in line with similar listings. Here are a few stories that really taught me some tough lessons. One time, a guy needed a suitcase for a trip and said to me he had to catch a bus soon. So I rushed to the city center to meet him, and when he saw the suitcase, he said he didn't realize it was purple and refused to buy it, even though the color was clearly visible in several photos I posted. It just goes to show not everyone actually reads the listing, so be prepared for that. There was a time I really needed the money, so I listed something super cheap and even negotiated the price over chat, but when we met up, the guy said he only had part of the money. I ended up accepting it just because I needed the cash. Looking back, it was obvious he planned it that way. Knowing it's harder to say no face to face when you are already there. So yeah, only agree on a meeting once everything is crystal clear, especially the price. Don't leave room for surprises. Back when I was starting out, I tried to sell a League of Legends account in a Facebook group, and the buyer told me he will transfer the money right after I gave him the login details. And I trusted him and sent the info first. Of course, he never paid. This is a mistake that's really easy to make when you're new. So always make sure the money is in your account first. And if it's cash, double check that it's real. Be extra cautious. That's the only real way to protect yourself. If someone's rushing you, acting pushy, or just feels off, don't go through with it. Stay firm. Trust your gut. If something feels wrong, it probably is. Some of my best profits have come from flea markets or from people who just needed to get rid of stuff. Since they knew I was selling, they will give me things they didn't use anymore. And in many cases, I got them for free or super cheap. So if you don't have much money or not at all, start by asking people around you, friends, family. There's always someone with stuff they no longer need just taking up space. And if they want something in return, be upfront. Suggest splitting the profit. That way, everything's transparent and both sides win. Honestly, Facebook Marketplace is 100% worth it if you want to make quick cash or just declutter. You do need patience and a bit of thick skin because people will waste your time. But at the end of the day, it's money in your pocket for things that you are not even using. And that's a win for me. If you've got your own marketplace story, or if you're thinking of starting and have questions, drop them in the comments. I will read them all. And also I want to know, what's the weirdest thing you ever sold or bought online? Have you ever been ghosted or had someone try to scam you? I would love to hear it. If you found this helpful, please give it a like and a follow. So yeah, take care and see you soon.